if you're trying to make a decision if to buy the iPad M5 in 2025, you are in the right place. I myself just got this particular iPad, and as a photographer and a content creator, I could tell you for a fact that this has been worth it for me. If that is what you want to hear, that's it for this video. But if you want to know why I think it is worth it, you might want to stick around. I have 7 points why I think the iPad is worth it in 2025. So first thing first for me is backup and workflow after a wedding. As a wedding photographer, I work with a lot of second shooters. So right on set, after my second shooter finished shooting, I would love to take their cards and back up their work before money exchange ends or before they leave the set. Because a lot of times they work with other photographers and you don't want stories around your pictures. Before now, I used to carry my MacBook all around with me. It's heavy and you have to carry that bag from reception to church all around. But now I leave my MacBook at home and I can easily use my iPad to back up work right on site. And also I can easily preview the work the photographer has done while I'm also backing it up. Now the second point to the iPad is editing on the go. DaVinci Resolve on the iPad is more or less like the one on the Mac. So easily I can edit all my content, especially when they're not bulky work that probably need me to carry my MacBook. I can easily edit video content, reels and whatnot on the iPad. The performance feels desktop level. Trimming, color grading, everything just works smoothly and easily. The third point for research and content writing. I don't type very fast, so I used to have a lot of notebooks where I write my content ideas and what I'm going to talk about and this and that. Then I go to my computer and try to type it out. But right now, I could easily write on my Mac and the AI types it for me, so it just makes my work very easy. And because from now I could jump from Safari, minimize the page on Safari and ChatGPT, where I'm also taking note on the side, just the multitasking window makes it all worth it and makes sense for me. Another very important use of the iPad is tethering and creating mood boards. So as a photographer, I go on set a lot of times, especially for fashion and portrait shoots in the studio, and I create mood boards, and I could easily show the client what the mood boards look like and use my pen to draw lines and say, okay, this one will bring in the light from here, let the clothes flow this way and whatnot. That is one side to it. And the second side to it is I can easily camera to the iPad, and right on set the client can see the outcome of the picture on a big screen. Before now, we used to carry my laptop to the studio to show the client what we are doing and how we are doing it. But now, easily, I could just hold my iPad up and show them what we're doing, how we're doing it, and how well the pictures are coming out. This is just new level shit. New level shit. Overall, I think the iPad is the perfect balance between power and portability. It has the power of the iMac and it has the portability of a phone. From conceptualization to research to writing to planning to shooting to editing and also posting, a lot of times now I use my iPad. This is something I use my Mac and phone for simultaneously. And you know how distracting phone can be. When I pick up my phone to make a post, I see something is happening on my WhatsApp or iMessage or email. But right now, all my posting, all my content is saved directly on the iPad. So if I want to post, I post on the go. I'm editing on the iPad, I'm posting on the iPad. So every of my work ecosystem is now circled around iPad. The only thing I wish, and I believe this is possible, the only possible thing I wish the iPad could do right now is photo calling on Lightroom or Photo Mechanic or Fast Draw Viewer, any of the softwares. If they can work well on the iPad, I'll probably not use my Mac for a long time, except if I'm doing heavy tasks or heavy work. Personally, I use the iPad from conceptualization to post-production and to post it. So I use the iPad for research, for writing, for brainstorming, for sharing ideas, for recording not directly to the iPad, but I use a couple of softwares on it, probably tethering on it, to editing on it, especially my content like the one you're watching. I won't use my MacBook for this, so I edit the content on it and I post it on it. So it's like a one-stop shop for all the basic editing and all the basic processes I do personally. The only time I ever go back to my Mac now is when I'm doing heavy work that I probably need to go into Photoshop for. However, when I'm editing like my BTS, editing content for YouTube or content for Instagram or content for TikTok, I use the iPad now to do that.